by making different choices than the ones we make now. These are making the same choices.
Oh, okay, that's where we're going to go.
It's not, hopefully not where we're going to go, but it's where if we don't change the choices we're making, it's where we will go.
Oh, okay. And so what does that say? If I continue making the same choice, then
We continue.
the hook goes
This is
out.
not good.
That's the
this
heat.
is not good news, right?
Okay, and this is if we make the choices.
This is where we need. These are some of the specific places where you need to make the choice.
Oh, okay. All the areas of.
This
Okay.
is actually the areas picked out by John Doerr, who wrote Speed and Scale.
Okay.
And this is saying that.
This is another guy. This is you.
This is me.
Oh, okay.
This is you guys from.
And choices is not. It's always that's been a problem I've had in the past. Is it's not easy making decisions.
No.
Indecision. Yeah. How can you? Well, if we're going to destroy the planet, I guess that makes it easier. But it's going to be a hard choice because it means less conveniences is what we've based our civilization on, right?
I think you get used to doing things a certain way
Yeah.
to make it easy, and you kind of go along and get up in the morning, you do the same thing.
You go like a robot, yes.
Sort of, and then you
So how do
begin
you
to
change?
say, maybe I don't want to do that.
Well, if it's impacting the planet
Exactly.
or all
And if
the
you
other
begin to say,
species.
there are a lot of folks, if they began to say, what choices am I making?
Okay,
And
examine
what
your
impact do
choices.
they have?
Okay.
And if I made a change in my choices and someone else made a change in their choices,
Okay.
then could we actually begin to electrify transportation, for example?
Okay, more of that.
Because the scientific thing is the heat shield.
Yeah, and what are you working now yourself that you kind of, you're working in technology of some kind or?
A long time ago I worked in doing data analysis.
Oh, okay, so that's important, yes.
With cluster seeking techniques and this
Okay.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I switched over and started working as a facilitator, and usually in fairly complex conflicts.
Okay, so you're kind of facilitating how people understand the knowledge or something, or
My
big
interest was how do you build, when I started facilitating, and it's still here, how do you build a visual context so that people can say, well, I'm really concerned about this down here, and someone say,
Okay.
well, I'm concerned about this over here.
Okay.
What are we going to do when I have to change? My wife won't cook.
Well, I think it's very good to visualize things because it does help you make a decision easier.
Well,
Yeah.
it helps you see that other people are not crazy.
Okay.
They have
If there's a
something they're
concrete
seeing
thing.
and they care about.
Right.
You have something. However, you both have, when you think about it, move it back, and a chart like this, you can move back from it. And you can begin to say, okay, your piece is here, mine's here. We need to think how this
Okay,
fits together
right.
and what systems
And
are
not
sitting
be just
under.
labeled, hey, you're on the left, I'm on the right, or whatever way.
It's a very,
Look at
not
a
very
different
helpful way of viewing the
Yeah.
world.
Different language and different things like that, yeah.
Well, it's just people begin, rather than saying, gee, I see it this way and I see it that way, it's,
Yeah.
well, we're different, therefore we must be at war with each other. Or you can't be worth
Or
anything.
people want to win the argument.
And they get into a lot
Yeah.
of the way we talk,
Oh,
and the
okay.
games we play.
Right, English can set it up, but the language, some languages sometimes set up a certain dynamic, yeah. Or cultures too.
Yeah.
Cultures. If it's
You
all
get
about
used-
winning, yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's hard. If you can begin to say, one of my favorite things is to begin to say, if I find somebody saying something I can't handle or I don't agree with or something,
Yeah.
I'll say, let me put it over here. I don't bring it in my own mind.
Oh,
But
okay.
I look at it, this is how they're viewing the world.
Take it on less personally. Take it less personally.
Got to separate it from my own. If I bring it in
your own
here and I
identity.
start comparing it,
Ah.
it just gets all messed up.
Okay, so you kind of like don't say, hey, it's not about me, because that's the way family arguments and all that kind of thing. It's like, okay, it's about you, and you're taking it personally. You get emotionally upset about it. So if you separate it from your own identity and kind of say,
That's
okay.
exactly right. Yeah.
So that's a psychological thing.
The mental trick is to hold it out here.
Okay.
Because I can now look at that as something separate and say, that's really.
Okay.
And I ask myself, what's interesting
Less emotion
about it?
involved.
Yes. And one way you can do that if you're working with a group of people is you take a flip chart or a large piece of paper like this, and you write up what one person is saying, and then hold them, and you write, okay, what were you saying? I write that up. And now we have what both people have said, but it's up in front of both people.
Oh, okay. So it's more clear. Right.
It's just, well, what's so interesting? I've done this with working
maybe
with
they're saying the same thing.
Yeah. Well, actually, that was exactly what I was thinking of a meeting in Beverly Hills.
They think they're saying something different, but really they're saying
different, and then they finally hear this and see it together.
Okay.
And is that what you're saying? That's what I'm thinking. You know, and I've had that happen, and then the whole argument collapses.
So you can bring it together. So you find this a good format?
Writing it up, externalize it, get it separate.
Okay.
Being able to put it in different pieces on a piece of paper.
Okay, great. What was your name again?
geoffhball.
Jeff Ball. And I'm McCall. So
McCall?
be rhyme.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a good one.